New Moonswatch? Is that a new Moonswatch? Yes, it is. The new Omega/Swatch Moonswatch 1965. We're here to talk about it. Is it any good? What's the point of it? Let's talk about it. So, you hear that steady drum beat? That is the steady drum beat of continuous and steady Moonswatch releases. We can just rely on them now. Every couple months there'll be a new Moonswatch. There just will. Don't ask me why. They have just become a certainty of life, okay? All you have to do is look at Swatch's revenue to work out why. The last full year in business before a Moonswatch release was 2021, and they did 214 million Swiss francs in sales. Now, in the last financial year, 2024, they did 560 million Swiss francs in sales. I mean, that's still down from the high of 2023, which was 660 million, but they're obviously going to keep releasing Moonswatches because they keep making money. So let's get that out of the way. I'm going to stop criticizing them for keep releasing new Moonswatches. Let's just forget it. It's obviously a moneymaker. Meh. So what is this new watch? Well, the 1965 is inspired by an Omega Speedmaster model from what year, Terry?
1965.
You're goddamn right, Terry. So it is inspired by the original watch that was tested by NASA to go to the moon. It was tested alongside a model from Rolex and a model from another brand as well, which they've actually made bioceramic versions of both of those watches. For example, if you actually zoom in on one of the images, it's really funny. They've swapped the Rolex logo on one of the watches for just an X. Yeah, so it does actually look like this watch is part of a range of 3, but at the moment we've only got images of those other 2. We don't actually have any concrete information, which is a bit of a shame, but it looks like one of them is definitely inspired by that era's Rolex chronograph, and there is another watch which is the Wittnauer Professional Chronograph. So we'll see what happens with those 2, because it would be cool to see them being released as well. The Wittnauer is just a rebadged Longines, and the Rolex is simply named the Reference 6238, and as I said, rebadged as an X, probably because of Rolex. So the original 1965 Omega that was certified was the reference ST105.003. Really cool reference, and it was actually certified on the 1st of March 1965, which leads me into my next point. This watch will be available to buy on the 1st of March 2025. Exactly 60 years after the initial release. So in the UK, at least, that's all I can really find information on. This watch will be available in 11 different stores. That's 4 in London, some in Edinburgh, Glasgow, Manchester, Sheffield, and Birmingham. That's all the stores, 11 stores at release. And how much is the watch? That's important too. It's £240. If you're speaking about actual aesthetics and stuff, it's grey bioceramic. It is a white dial with black indexes and black hands and everything, okay? All looks really cool. Vintage style Omega logo on the dial, which is one of the big pulls of this watch, looks really nice. And apparently, a lot of the lume on the dial is blue. So there's a mixture of blue and green lume. Really cool aesthetically, this watch. I actually really like the look of it. It's still 42 millimeters. They haven't gone through the effort of redesigning the watch because the original was 39 millimeters from 1965. So it's still 42. It's not going to wow you when it comes to a redesign of the Moonswatch concept, but it is a very cool concept when it comes to everything around the Moonswatch. It's just a nice addition. And I think it's the first one that's properly vintage inspired in the range. And it was always going to come. People love vintage. So yeah, and it's cool to see the other ones flanking it. So it's a full celebration of that NASA testing. So what do you think, Terry?
Forget the white Speedy. Get this one instead.
Forget the white Speedmaster. Get this white dial Moonswatch instead. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
As quoted by George.
And save yourself £7,350. Of course. What a great note to end on. What a bloody stupid conclusion. But guys, what do you think? Go down in the comments and tell us why you think that. Whilst you're down there, why not like, subscribe, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video, and why not click that join button, support the channel directly, just like everyone on screen did, because they're the best people in the world. We love them, they're amazing, and you're also amazing if you reach this point in the video, so thank you very much. You know what I'm going to say next. Watch yourselves.